All right, let's get right into it. We have all been there, right? You're standing in your kitchen looking at some honey or a lemon, and you think, could this be the secret to amazing skin? But the real question is, how do those home remedies actually stack up against the stuff a dermatologist would give you? It's really the ultimate skincare showdown. You've got natural remedies from the pantry on one side and the power of science in a bottle on the other. And let's be real, some of those natural tricks can definitely help, but others, they might just be a waste of time. Or, even worse, they could be doing more harm than good. So today, we're going to cut through all the noise. We're putting them head-to-head in a this or that showdown to find out which one really comes out on top. Let's jump into our first battle. First up, the constant fight for clear skin. You know what I'm talking about. Acne, blackheads, all those little things that can drive us absolutely crazy. So, for acne, in the natural corner, we have tea tree oil. And look, it's popular for a reason. It does have some antibacterial properties that can help a little. But then, in the clinical corner, you have benzoyl peroxide. And the way these two work is completely different. Benzoyl peroxide doesn't just, fight bacteria. It directly targets and kills the specific bacteria that causes acne. And because of that, it just works way, way faster. So, the verdict is in. Clinical wins. The bottom line is simple. If you want speed and you want something that works consistently, you've got to go with the clinical option. It's really the undisputed champ here. Okay, next matchup. Blackheads. So many of us have tried a DIY baking soda scrub. But here's the problem. It's just way too harsh. It's basically like using sandpaper on your face, and it can seriously damage your skin's protective barrier. Salicylic acid, on the other hand, is designed to work smarter. It actually gets down inside your pores to dissolve all that gunk from the inside out. And the verdict? Yep, clinical wins again. And this really highlights a super important point. Skincare should be about being effective, not aggressive. Salicylic acid is just the smarter and, frankly, the safer way to go. All right, let's switch gears. We've talked about fighting blemishes, but now let's get into healing and hydration. This round is all about soothing the skin and getting it back into balance. For dry skin, so many people grab the coconut oil. And yeah, sure, it can feel moisturizing. But for a lot of us, it's also famous for clogging pores. Now, compare that to a ceramide cream. Think of ceramides as the natural glue that holds your skin cells together. So when you use a ceramide cream, you're not just putting a layer on top of your skin, you're actively repairing its barrier. So for this one, clinical wins, no contest. And the takeaway here is huge. It's the difference between a temporary fix and a real solution. It's about actually fixing the problem, not just coating it with something. What about that dreaded sunburn? Of course, aloe vera is the classic. It feels so good, it gives you that immediate cooling sensation, but that feeling is temporary. If you want to treat the actual inflammation, the thing causing the pain and redness, then hydrocortisone cream is what tackles that problem head-on, and it does it much more quickly. And for our verdict this time, it's actually a tie. This isn't about one being better than the other. They're just for different levels of the same problem. It really all depends on how bad that sunburn is. So here's the game plan. If you just have a mild, kind of pink sunburn, aloe is perfect for that soothing relief. But if that burn is red, hot, and really inflamed, that's when hydrocortisone is the smarter move to bring that inflammation down and help you heal. Okay, now for the big one, the one everyone asks about, the fight against time itself, anti-aging. The stakes in this round are pretty high. So, in the natural corner, you've got honey. And hey, it's nice. It hydrates your skin, it has antioxidants, it's a pleasant treatment. But then there's retinol. And retinol is in a completely different league. It's not a surface treatment. It actually works at a cellular level to tell your skin cells to act younger, to turn over faster, to make more collagen. It doesn't just treat your skin. It changes your skin.
It dominates.
Let's just be crystal clear on this one. The verdict, clinical, dominates. This isn't even a close fight. It's not even a fair fight. When you're talking about actually reversing the signs of aging, retinol is just on another level. On to our final battle. This is the quest for that even, bright, radiant glow. We're talking about tackling dark spots and brightening everything up. Okay, a really popular one for dark spots is lemon juice. And
I get it, I see the logic, but it's a huge risk. It is so acidic that it can cause major irritation, make your skin more sensitive to the sun, and sometimes even cause burns. But on the clinical side, you have vitamin C serum. It's been specifically designed to be stable, to be effective, and most importantly, to be safe for your skin. It fades those spots with all that danger.
So the verdict here is another no-brainer. Clinical wins by far. The big takeaway is just don't risk it. When you have a safe, tested option that works, why would you?
So, after all these head-to-head battles, what is the final word? Who is the ultimate champion in our skincare showdown?
Well, the truth is, it's not about one being good and the other being bad. It's about using the right tool for the right job. Natural remedies can be fantastic for some gentle support or for really mild cases. But when you need real, consistent, measurable results for a specific problem, that is where clinical treatments just absolutely shine. And that is really the smartest way to think about it. Use natural remedies to support your skin's health, but use clinical treatments when you need real, targeted results. It's that simple.
So now you know the difference. You know when to reach for the aloe and when you need the power of something like retinol. Which gets me thinking, what's next? What other common beauty myths or kitchen cabinet hacks do you think we should put to the test?